Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and I just want to make a quick little update video on this brand new day Hulk. I did make some modifications to it, and I would like to show you guys what I did. But please, I highly recommend you do this only if you really want to make these changes, because if you mess up, it is unfixable, especially in the calf swivel. So yeah, just please take precautionary measures, and I don't want anyone to ruin their figures. So if you really want to make this mod, and if you've had experience customizing figures, and I really recommend you do it, but at the same time, even for experienced collectors and modifiers, you still got to be very cautious because you don't have a lot of room to work with, especially in the calves. So the first modification I did was put some calf swivels on the figure. It doesn't look great, but it does serve its purpose, and it does help pose the figure a whole lot better, which I will show toward the end of the short. So for the calf swivel, you want to cut right under the calf muscle, like literally right under there. Try to get it as straight as possible. I kind of did it crooked, but yeah, I try to get it right under those calf muscles right there. And this is what I used right here to cut both parts of the calves. This is a fresh razor, so please be very careful, because these things will tear you up. So yeah, just use precautionary measures when using one of these, but this is what I used to cut the plastic from the Hulk. And these are the size screws that I used. I don't know the exact name and size. I just found them in my dad's toolbox, and I decided to use these, but I did have to cut off almost half of the bottom part of the screw, which was very difficult. Please be careful, because that piece can shoot off, and yeah, just be very careful when doing this mod. Again, I have to say it every time because it involves sharp objects and cutting things and ricocheting metal. So yeah, it's almost a war zone when doing this modification. But yeah, these are the size screws that I use right here. And due to the limited space that you have in between the joints of the knee and the ankles, I did try to replicate the joint on how it is on the Game Reverse Abomination foot, where the peg is on the actual bottom part of the leg, and then the top portion is where it pegs in. So that's what I try to do here. And again, you have very limited space. I had to cut this screw, which is very tiny already, and I had to cut a piece off, which was very difficult, but managed to get it in there. I did super glue it, and had to be careful, because if I didn't, it probably could have glued the joint shut. And then I just drilled in a hole, but as you can see, that white stuff right there that's actually me scratching the joint. You can see I bent the knee, and it, yeah, that's from drilling into the knee, and that's what I mean. Yeah, you have very limited space when doing this mod, but it works. But again, please be very careful. But yeah, with those steps, you can see that it does actually peg in, and this one is actually on there, and it does rotate just fine. This one I did have a bit of a problem with, and I did kind of mess it up, so it does fall out a little easier, but you can still see it's on there. But as you can see, I don't have a lot of room to work with on the joint. Oh, I made a mess. But yeah, so again, just be very careful when doing this mod. But yeah, if you do it right, you will have calf swivels on your Marvel Legends Brand New Day Hulk. And the last modification was adding way more range to the torso, which he can actually crunch forward now, which is originally what I wanted and what I thought was going to happen when they added the double joint. But yeah, that just wasn't there. I will show more pictures, but I did shave up that entire assembly inside there, and I did shave up part of the top part right here, and it does allow him to crunch a whole lot more, which is beautiful. It's very beautiful. You can get him into a lot more poses now. Okay, and here's the biggie for the torso. Pop off the legs. You probably won't be able to take this piece off due to this hard plastic. You can see I kind of stressed out the joint right there, but yeah, just take off the diaper, and you got to shave the entire thing. I mean, yeah, it has a humongous brown base around it, and you got to shave basically all of that to get the range that you can get out of this figure, like in this mod. And yeah, this is a lot of shaving, and just be careful you don't want to accidentally hit part of the torso. But yeah, just shave all that off and pop everything back in, and you'll be good. So here's the figure posed up, and you can see how much deeper of a crunch he gets now, which is exactly what I wanted originally when I saw that he had a double jointed torso. And here's the calf swivel. And again, it looks very ugly, but to me it serves its purpose, and it's what we should have gotten when this figure was initially released. But yeah, I'm very happy with the amount of poses I can get with this guy now. thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video update and this modification kind of tutorial, I guess. But yeah, again, please just be very careful. I don't want anyone to ruin their $50 figure. And again, this is a very, very sketchy process, but if you do manage to get it right, it can make this figure a whole lot better. And in my video, I did say this figure was mid due to some points of articulation. And with these mods, I do think this is closer to, I would say like a 8.5, closer to a 9 out of 10, in my opinion. But yeah, just please be very careful. But thank you guys again. I hope you guys can share the video to let people know, to help me reach more people in the toy community space. And hopefully people can see this video and decide to make the mods themselves. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. I'll try to have another video up soon. And please like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.